What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking another trip down the toy aisle, and we're going to be doing something a little different. I know by the title you're like, have you lost your mind? Maybe. Kinda? I don't know. These are really good collectibles, and I can't wait to dive into it because I thought they were kind of dumb until I saw a couple on clearance, and I was like, those can fill some holes in the collection. So join me down the toy aisle. All right, so today's topic is the what could you call? I don't even know. Like, some of them are Shop Disney exclusive. Some of them maybe made it to retail, but it is the Marvel Special Edition, Disney dolls. I know us toy collectors already get a bad rap for collecting dolls. Why would we buy actual dolls? Because when you collect premium items like Hot Toys, like, I don't even know if I've ever shown this on camera. I have my Hot Toy collection over there. You can barely see it, but that's how it looks, you know. Doesn't look too bad. I got a few back there. I love the Hot Toys figures. They're 12-inch figures, and they're definitely premium. They start at about $250 a pop. Now, for some of these smaller, lower, I don't want to say lower tier characters, because they are all women in the line except for one. They are addition pieces that I don't know if Hot Toys would give them the proper treatment, because sometimes they tease stuff and then they never release them, which is the case with some of the ones we're looking at today. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about the Marvel Special Edition dolls, and I have one right here in hand. I got another one over there on the shelf, and I will tell you which one that is in just a minute. So let's jump over to Safari. So the very first one I want to talk about is Shuri from Black Panther. This is from the first movie. And I don't know if we ever actually got a Hot Toys Shuri. I was not that big into them back in the day. Actually, it looks like she might still be available on Sideshow. Oh, nope, she's sold out on Sideshow Collectibles for $228. Now, don't get me wrong. The face scan on the Hot Toy is going to be way better. But if you're not wanting to drop $200 and something on a figure, this is perfect. Now, some of these have started to go up in price. That's where things get a little more difficult. But the Shuri looks good. It comes with the cloth goods just like you would expect on a doll or a Hot Toys figure. And if you have a really cool Black Panther in your collection, then now you can have his sister standing right beside him. I actually bought the Hot Toys throne, the Wakandan throne. And I bought T'Chaka, not T'Challa, but his dad, T'Chaka. And I put the version of Shuri you're going to see later in the video on the throne. I don't have this one yet because this one wouldn't be sitting on the throne. But I digress. This is a really good figure, though. And for a figure that is sold out, especially at such a high price point, I don't know what it fetches on the secondary market. It could be below retail. It could be above retail. Who knows? But for I don't want to say like an A- character or a B+ character, this is a really good alternative. And also, speaking with that, somebody that had a very controversial movie, Captain Marvel. Now, this one is expensive. I don't know why, but somebody's trying to sell this on eBay for $235. I don't know what her Hot Toy runs, but now you do run into some sort of issue with the rooted hair. It's a little weird sometimes. It kind of goes everywhere, whereas on the Hot Toys, majority of them, they do have sculpted hair. Also, these were available retail starting in 2019 at a price of $39.99, which is not bad. That's what they started with Shuri. Then after that, it got increased to $44.99, still $45 for Captain Marvel. Not bad. Not bad. And then there was one more released at that price point. We'll get into it in a second. But this Captain Marvel is great. Now, I like Captain Marvel's look. I don't like Captain Marvel's movie. I didn't really care too much for her in Endgame. I liked her better in the Marvels. I liked her a lot better in the Marvels. But It is what it is. So, on a character that I would love to have on my in-game display or my Infinity War display at the top over there, this would be a healthy alternative instead of having to spend so much on a character I really don't care for. With that being said, though, this one does fetch a premium on the secondary market. This person's trying to sell this one at $300. You're better off just getting the hot toy, to be honest with you. And that is unfortunate, but you'd be getting a better figure. Anyway, the next figure released at that $45 price point is Black Widow. Now, this one's a little rough because this is from her standalone movie, which did not have my personal favorite attire of her. The movie was all right for what it was. I'm glad it introduced us to Yelena Belova. Florence Pugh has been killing that character, especially with Thunderbolts coming out recently. This figure is nice, though. I did not do too much of a deep dive to find out where this figure was available. Obviously, it's available somewhere. And I have seen this one in person, and it doesn't look that bad. And to be honest with you, the face kind of looks like Scarlett Johansson. So it's really hard to complain about that. It's a solid figure. I think I could get this one for $60-$70 at my local toy store. And I've been thinking about doing it, but I do have the in-game. Actually, you know what? That's not an Infinity War display. That is an in-game display with Infinity War Thanos and in-game Black Widow up there. I like that suit a lot more. I love the head sculpt with the braid going down to the side, where it's like going from red fading down to blonde, where her hair was growing out. Her when she was in hiding in Infinity War. It's a really good figure. This was the last one released in the $45 price point. The next one is when they jumped to $50. This was in December of 2021, and that is with Kate Bishop. Now, I think Kate Bishop actually got a Hot Toys release as well. Let's see, because she was an important character. Oh, you can actually get the Kate Bishop Hot Toy right now used on Mercari, so I'm a little weary of that. For $185, or you can get a brand new one. It looks like for $250 on eBay. Her retail was $275, and if you're not wanting to spend that for Hawkeye's protege, here you go with the special edition doll line. Like I said, I know a lot of people are going to be like, but it's a really good alternative. Also, the packaging for these look really, really good. I am a fan of that. I'm not going to lie. This is a really good figure. I might actually try and pick this one up unless I can find a Kate Bishop for a decent price somewhere. Because I actually do like that character. But let's get on to the next one, which is probably the least desirable one in the whole wave. And that is America Chavez. This one was the first one that I picked up. You can get it on eBay right now for $30, which is exactly what I paid for mine. It's not so much the character. It is the movie wasn't that good. The movie was a big, big letdown. And I don't know. I guess I don't know what America Chavez looks like in the comics. I'll be 100% honest with you. But I said, you know what? For $30 in 1/6 scale, this would look really good beside Doctor Strange. So she is now chilling on my shelf. She's not with Doctor Strange. She's behind Shang-Chi for God knows what reason. But it's not a bad character. Hot Toys is never going to touch this character with a 10-foot pole. And the Marvel Legends, it was all right. It was a nah figure. But yeah, I would definitely wouldn't have paid $50 for the America Chavez figure. But that $30 price point sure is nice. Let's get on to the next one. The next one I want to talk about is Miss Marvel. Like I said, I didn't latch on to her show too much, but I did enjoy the character in the Marvels quite a bit. I thought she was fairly entertaining, especially paired up beside Brie Larson and cannot remember Monica Rambeau's name to save my life. But very good. She was very entertaining. I bought this one. You can get it fairly reasonable online. It looks like $35-$40. I think I picked this one up for a little bit more than that. But I am excited to open it because I like the Miss Marvel character. I like the Miss Marvel character or costume design, and I think it is nice because I don't know. Once again, I don't know if they made a Hot Toys figure of her or not. We'll look it up though. While we are here, this seems to be the theme. Nope, no Miss Marvel made. So, if there's actually a Reddit thread from 2 years ago. Will Hot Toys make an MCU Miss Marvel? 163 votes for yes, 74 votes for no. And it is 2 years later. We do not have one. So, this is your only way to get this version of the TV show version of Miss Marvel. So, that's pretty cool. I do like this one. I am excited to open this one up. I'll do it right after filming. I've been leaving it in box, honestly, for about a month and a half. Because I've been anticipating doing this one. So I've been holding on to this for about, well, no, longer than that. Since Down the Toy Aisle episode, I'd say probably 8. So yeah, I am excited about that. But let's get on to the next one. We got 2 more. And then upon, during research, found out there were more that were actually involved. And we have the mighty Thor from Thor Love and Thunder. Ooh, what a movie. But I digress. There was a Hot Toys made of Jane, I do believe. This one looks good. The cape would definitely look good on the shelf. None of my Thors have a cape that's red on the inside. I don't know if hers was in the movie or not, if that was just a way to mass produce this. But my Infinity War Thor has a red on the outside, black on the inside. And in-game Thor is red on the outside, black on the inside. Huh. Interesting. But she does come with Mjolnir, which is really good. I don't remember the other one's really coming with any accessories. Ms. Marvel comes with a power-up effect on her hand. America Chavez didn't come with jack crap. So yeah, she does come with Mjolnir. That's actually really cool. The helmet's not removable, of course. Does look good though. And I don't know what this one. Let's see. Here's an eBay listing. $185 for that one. This one's $100. I can get behind that one. It's probably because their image isn't nearly as good as the stock image, obviously. But I can definitely get behind that. It's a solid looking figure, especially if you're not wanting to shell out $250 for Mighty Thor. So the next one is She-Hulk. Now this TV show was pretty freaking controversial. It had some hits, it had some misses. But one hit that it did have was character design. We did get a hot toy of her. So, you see that here. But maybe you don't want to spend. Let's just see what the price is for the hot toy She-Hulk. Join the wait list at $305. She is 14 inches tall. Now, this one is going to be like an inch and a half shorter, but it's also going to be way cheaper. You win some, you lose some. Let's see, we got an eBay listing right here. This one's in Great Britain. I'm not seeing too many listings. There's one on Mercari, doesn't have the price, but they're wanting $150. But I don't know. It's a really solid looking character design. I like it. If I can find this one, I will pick this one up. But in doing research, I found out about a couple more. These little subsets, I guess you could call it. The first one is this line that I found at Target, the Fresh Fierce Collection. These hit clearance bad. These hit Ollie's bad. I think they hit Ollie's. I know they hit clearance at Walmart or Target. I do not have a Koye. I want to get a Koye because she's just cool. I might go ahead and order it from this site. I don't know what they go for. I might go ahead and order it. But if you scroll down, this is Wakanda Forever designs. You have Shuri in her jumpsuit with her helmet. She comes with a Kamoya beads, maybe? Is that what they're called? Please, somebody let me know. And then you got Nakia. She comes with her little discs, and that's fine. I remember seeing them in stores at Target, but I found Shuri for it's like $8 or $10. I don't remember what retail was on them. I said, you know what? For $8 or $10, I'll pick it up. And that's the Shuri that I have sitting on my throne right now because for whatever reason, I don't have a Black Panther figure. Or even Killmonger, which, that's a shame. I should have both. Anyway, I could put T'Chaka on there, but with the material used on T'Chaka, I was worried that I would damage the leather or pleather material. Also, apparently this was Toy of the Year in 2022. So, or it was a winner of the awards. Whatever. These are really good. These are basically along the same lines, like looking at them side by side. But I like that Shuri a lot. It was that, and for the price, it was dumb to not pick it up. Then there was this special edition Shuri as Black Panther. I never saw this. Not once did I ever see this figure. It's not even on the checklist right here in front of me that I have pulled up on my iPad. It's not on the checklist. I don't know where in God's green earth this figure is supposed to like turn up or how I'm supposed to find it, but it's not on the checklist. And this is Shuri as Black Panther. And this looks to be interchangeable heads. Does it say? Includes Black Panther helmet, Shuri head, fabric bodysuit with plastic talons, arm cuffs, shoes. Multiple points of articulation, obviously. Rooted hair. So this does have the rooted hair, and I put it with the braids. It actually looks really cool. I didn't know this existed. And I'm probably going to end up going to get this now because it's actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. This is really cool. I like this. And like I said, I don't want to spend that money on a Hot Toys figure. And then there was a D23 exclusive 2-pack of T'Challa with his sister Shuri. And these just look really good. This is T'Challa in like his on the throne garb, I guess you could call it. This was exclusive though in 2019. And the retail cost was $130. I've seen these go from like 300 plus. And that is unfortunate because it's a really solid figure of both. But that does conclude our talk about the Disney Special Edition Marvel dolls. And like I said, at first glance, you're like, it's a little rough. But like when you go through and do the whole breakdown, like these are actually really, really cool. And I have an appreciation for them because I do like the 1/6 scale figures. I mean, I've been buying WWE Maximum Aggressions that are the 12-inch figures. I have Hot Toys. I have the Fortnite figures of Travis Scott and Astro Jack. I have Steve from Minecraft sitting behind me. Like, I love that scale because I'm 6'6", I'm a giant dude, so like you feel like you have something actually in your hand. But that is going to be it for today's trip down the toy aisle. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see on episode 30 for the special edition. And last but not least, take it easy.